Thank you for joining me on subnetting.us on the World Wide Web and on YouTube at Computers and Courses. So we're going to take a look here at, we have two switches, three laptops, and we're connected here on the 98.98 laptop and 99 laptop to switch 1 on fast Ethernet number 24. We're going to go ahead and take a look at MAC address tables here. We're going to see if the switch is able to go ahead and learn those MAC address tables, and we're going to take a look at the trunks between these two. The trunking on the switch 1 is at number 24. The trunking on switch 2 is at number 23. On switch number 2, we also have another computer, the .49 computer. The first thing I wanted to show you is actually how do we find out what IP address and what MAC address we have here. So if we do a start run CMD on a Windows computer, that's C for Charlie, M for Mike, D for Delta, start run CMD, we're able to pull up the command line interface, and we can run ipconfig, ipconfig, which will give us general IP address information, 10.0.0.49, subnet mask, default gateway. If we do an ipconfig all, then we can find out, again, on our 10.0.0.49 IP address, we have our physical address, which is our MAC address, ending in 8F30. So this 8F30 right here, MAC address, that matches up. That's how I'm able to go ahead and find out what MAC addresses I have on the computer itself. So what we're going to take a look at is HyperTerminal over here, and we're going to get into enable mode in just a second. We can do the show MAC address table. That's one of the first things we want to take a look at here. Show MAC dash address table, and we come up with listings for static MAC addresses and dynamic MAC addresses. The dynamic MAC addresses are the ones that are being learned, and we're trunking here on number 24. Then we have two dynamic addresses. Again, this is matching up. Number 24 or 2A53 on number 9 and 481B on number 10. So 481B on number 10, we'll see right over here. 481B on number 10 and 2A53 on number 9. So we're going to do show, we're going to do enable, show MAC address table. We're going to do dynamic because we don't want to just see all these static entries all the time. These are really for the switch itself. And another thing that we want to show here to see what is trunking and what is not is show interface status. And here again I'm showing number 9 and 10. We're connected. We're all on VLAN 1. We're full duplex, 100 bits per second. Number 24, we're connected with a trunk. So what is happening over here with the show MAC address table dynamic? If I go ahead and unplug number 9 and number 10, they both go down. So they're no longer in that list. I'm going to plug number 9 and number 10 back in, and it takes a couple seconds for these guys to show back up. Now you're not going to see this because I'm going to be on a different computer, but they are not in the MAC address table right now. come up really fast. So I'm going to bring them down and put them back up again. Bring them down, put them back up again. They are not in there. And I'm going to ping right across. Now you're not able to see that ping right now, but between the ping and between the chatty computers themselves, they wound up showing themselves over here. Okay, so if I want to go ahead and ping over to number, I need to pull up this drawing here. If I want to ping over here to 10.0.0.49, which is on number 17, right now I'm going to go over to the 98 machine and I'm going to ping from here to here. That's going to show this MAC address over here as having an exit interface of number 24 over here. And we'll see that in just a second here. So we're going to go ahead and do a ping 10.0.0.49, and right now it's saying it's unreachable, and that's because it's not plugged in. So let's go ahead and plug this guy in. And we're pinging across, and it's still coming up. The light has not turned green yet. The light is not turned green yet. It will turn green any second here. And it should be up. It should be up. The light has turned green. Now, what we want to show here is that I'm going from the 98 machine, which is 2A53, over to the 49 machine, which ends in 8F30. So this should say that 8F30 is accessible on FA24 over here. So 8F30 is accessible. The exit interface from switch 1 is over here. It's all in the same VLAN. So it thinks it's all in the same network. But to get there, it has to go out Fast Ethernet 24. What we're going to do is we're going to switch over to switch number 2. If I can get that console cable in there, and I have. So we're switching from switch 1 to switch 2. Now we're over here on switch 2. Now we're going to go ahead and ping these two guys. And we'll be able to show the pings here. Ping 10.0.0.99 and ping 10.0.0.98. I almost guarantee they were already in the MAC address table. Show MAC address table dynamic. Okay. We have one connection, number 17, on switch 2, which is connected through number 23, but it's on number 17. Okay? So when we take a look at this, FA017, that is where it's supposed to be. Now if we take a look at port 23, we have 3 entries here. So the exit interface to get from here, from this guy, over to these two, has to go through number 23. So the 48 1B, the 1B, and the 53 are going to also be listed as FA023. So the 1B and the 53 are listed as 23. Do a show interface status. Pardon me. Show interface status. Again, matching up with our diagram, FA017. Doing more. Our trunk is number 23. So we've taken a look at the IP config. We've taken a look at ping. We've taken a look at how the MAC addresses are used to go on the same local network here, how they're seen between the two switches, how the exit interfaces are seen. They're moving a little too quickly to show that they're being learned, but they are definitely being learned. We've unplugged them and plugged them back in, saw how they went up and down. And we've taken a look at the show interface status command, which shows our connections and the trunks and the speed and the duplex. Try this out yourself. Go ahead and connect this up through a packet tracer or a similar program. Go ahead and put this on your live equipment. Check it out. Once you go through it yourself a couple times, you'll see it real quickly. Again, thank you for joining us on subnetting.us and Courses in Computers on YouTube, subnetting.us on the World Wide Web.